Okay, guys, this will be kind of a random haul. I don't. Oh yeah. So I have a few different things to share with you. I was like, I don't really know what I have to share with you here, but some cookbooks. I have something from HSN that I honestly don't even know what it is, so it must be an auto ship because I haven't ordered anything in a while. Or you know what? It might be my cutting folders finally arrived. I also have some shoes that I picked up on Etsy that I want to share with you guys. So yeah, just random stuff. Definitely. Beading stuff from like the Indian store. We went back to the Indian store. We also went to a local bead shop that I think I did a video. Yeah, I did a shorts video on. Super cute. Beads, crystals, and more. Something like that. So let's see what we have here. But if I can link anything... Oh, okay. No, this is an auto ship. I will have those links in the description box, maybe embedded in the video depending on where they're from, because if they're HSN or like these companies that YouTube has an affiliate relationship with, they do it a little bit differently than some of the other links that I have that are in the description box. Okay, so always check out the description box. They'll be there either way. And those, again, are affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Die and Press watercolor celebration kit, guys. So this arrived a few days ago. I just haven't had time. It's been crazy. The kids all have back to school kinds of things, and I'm telling you, Miranda's starting middle school, and we went yesterday for kind of a registration, but not really because you register online, and then she had to go get her Chromebook and some textbooks, and I feel a little more at ease. Obviously, not all the kids were there yet, so it was just the sixth graders, but I don't know. Dorian went to the same school, and it's just right here, like literally just down, like I walk them to school. It's at the end of the block. But I don't know. I just feel some kind of way about Miranda going there, which is weird, but she'll be fine. She has lots of good friends. And even yesterday, she ran up to one of her little friends and she's like, oh, you know, so-and-so is there. And she's like, I want to go say hi. I said, yeah, go say hi. So she goes over there. She's like, hi. And then the little girl's like, kind of waves at her. And then the little girl gets behind her mom. I thought that was interesting. Okay. She comes back and she's like, later on, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't want to give kids' names out. I just said another one. So anyway, I told her, oh, you can go say hi to, you know, so-and-so, another friend of hers. And later she's like, yeah, it's weird because the first friend she went to say hi to, she's like, she usually gives me a big hug. And I'm like, yeah, I told you, kind of kids start acting a little different. Like we've ever been kind of talking with her about this, how things change and, you know, just be nice to everybody, be the same, you know, whatever it is. But don't be surprised if some kids just act differently now. You know, they just do. I don't know what to tell you. It's a hard time, you know. It can be a hard time. But anyway, she has her little buddies, her core group of friends, though, so that'll be good. And they're all going to the same school, so that's great. Let's see here. So again, this is the kind of things I'm having in my mind right now. Watercolor celebration kit. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so again, this is talking about the shimmer pen. So you have the shimmer pen here, and this one happens to be called Sweet Pink, and you can see it's kind of pinkish, and it comes in this plastic holder, which is really interesting. But anyway, you give it a little shake. Obviously, you take that ring off and then screw it on so it pops, you know, the seal there, and then the ink with the shimmer comes through. So this one happens to be a pink color. And yeah, I can't believe summer is just wrapping up, guys. That is it. It comes with watercolor paper 5x7, the white, and then the black. The white is kind of with a grayish tone to it. I don't know if you can tell if I hold the white piece of paper. A little grayish kind of tone to that. Acrylic stamps. I will say they brought back the holiday auto ship, or brought it out, and it sold out, but I think there are a couple still on HSN right now as far as when I looked like yesterday. I've been stocking them every day because the August craft day is coming up, and it's actually craft days, guys. It's going to be over 2 days, 2 different shopping carts. So if you have a 750 cart one day, the 750 cart the next day. It's not a today special, I don't think, on either day that's related to crafts, but they're just kind of scattering the shows out. I don't know why, but we'll see how it goes, right? So I hope I do a live, and that's another thing that's kind of funny talking about middle school. In school, the kids go back to school on the same day the craft day is, so it's going to be a hectic day for me, but again, also not, because everyone, you know, will be at work and school. So I hope to do a live video. Maybe I'll do a live video both days, you know, why not, right? Because I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, if it's not Monday, Tuesday. I hope it's not Monday, Tuesday, but I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So yeah, it's kind of a different thing they're doing there at HSN. Anyway, hopefully I can do a live video, maybe some live crafting like we did last time. That was fun. So this calls for celebration. It has like a bouquet, you know, cupcakes, time for cake, a big cake. I mean, these are big. If you can imagine, if this is, you know, 5.5 by whatever this other length is. This is 5.5 inches. This guy almost takes up the whole space there. And a little frame. You have hip hip hooray. I like that frame kind of thing. The balloons, of course. Candles. Let's party. I'm trying to see if this fits in here. Yeah, I think maybe you can do the candles in that frame. A bunting and then some stars and things. And then the palette, which is sure is going to be adorable. But usually when I do the tutorial for this is when I'll actually do the sample side. So not today, the swatches. But it has colors, candy apple, so that must be a really red. Vermilion, orange yellow, shamrock green, violet shimmer, iridescent glitter, sapphire glitter, ice blue shimmer, Olympic blue, ultramarine blue, dark violet, and blue gray. So with these guys, you really, really want to get some water going in them for them to really work and the glitter to come up. And it has the suspension that should stay on your watercolor page. It's not just like if you put glitter on paper, it's just going to come off, you know, because you touch it with water. It works better than that. Okay, so we have those guys. Very good. I will say this morning I worked on this card. This is the Spellbinders. Look at the stencil and the small die of the month. It came out so cute. And at the very end is when I came up with the idea of putting it together like this. So, yeah, you'll see. It's just an add-on at the end. I was like, oh, let me put that in there. So hopefully you've seen that video. If you wanted to make these guys a little stationary because they are moving around, you can just glue them down and still make it look like it's underwater, you know, with the clear acrylic. But look how cute that came out. So hopefully you've seen that video if you haven't seen it yet. I will say with the Spellbinders, whenever I do the launch, like on the first, that gets tons of views, and then every video afterwards gets less and less and less views. So I would appreciate it if you can still check it out, you know. Something else that I have next to me. Who knows when I'm going to post this video, to be honest, because what happens is somebody might wake up and I'm going to stop filming and then I can't do it till the next day. But these shoes. They had a little sticker here. I was trying to take them off. Whenever I had gone to Mexico, I don't know, last year, it was last August, on a cruise. We went to, of course, Ensenada, like the typical spot. Everybody that sells shoes that look just like this, but the bottom might be different. So this, you can see, is like plastic. Okay, guys, it's not wood. It's hardly ever that you find somebody that's going to have the wood, but hopefully that stays. I'm just looking at the stress point here. I don't know if you can see that. These are so cute. And I had shoes when I was little, and I've shown you guys in the past. I don't know, they're here and here somewhere. Some little wooden shoes I used to wear when I was like 2 years old, and they're like little heels like this, and they were from Mexico. My grandpa bought for me, which is really sweet. Apparently the story goes I wanted them, and like, you know, and he's like, oh, let me get those for her, you know. So anyway, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I remember. Anyway, I love these kind of shoes. If they had wood, that'd be even better. But they do have a lot of different soles. I would say pay attention to that. So I got these on Etsy, and honestly, they were like $30. And over there, I think I haggled the guy down for like $40. I was like, what if I give you cash? And he's like, cash? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, take them. So, you know, he wanted like 60 something. So, you know, 30% off, right? Roughly. And so that's kind of funny. But, and they're similar to these, but these are different, the look of what they have going. There are tons of these on Etsy, but basically they're, you know, basically resellers or just sellers, people that, you know, maybe they bring them in or they have a shoe business in Mexico or whatever, and then they still sell them. So I will say super inexpensive. There's lots of sales on them right now. So anyway, what I was going to say is I usually wear like an 8.5, and these are a Mexican size 8, which I think is a 25. I don't think it says on here. I'll check on the other one. But either way, what I'm trying to say is a lot of times I wear an 8.5. In a sandal, I might wear a 9 because I don't like my sandals to be like right. I don't like them to be huge, but I don't want them to be also my toes right at the very edges, but just kind of comfortable, you know? So I usually sometimes will get an 8.5 or a 9, depending. So with these guys, I order what they deem a size 8, okay? And it just works. So if that helps you with your sizing. I will say I got these on Etsy, so I'll link them. This is a YouTube kind of link, so it might be in here, but definitely at the very top of the description box, okay? These are so cute, and I wore them the other day, so that's kind of why I probably shouldn't put them all over. Just to a little party recently, and they were super comfortable. So the ones I did get in Mexico, they kind of bothered my foot until I broke them in. These guys were comfortable on the get-go, right there. So there's that. And then this one I ordered, and I haven't opened it yet, from a different seller, and these cost a little more, so I was waiting to see if they would be on sale, because, you know, they do that. Or if you have it in your cart, they're like, oh, you want 20% off or whatever sometimes. But those are kind of tricky, because if it's on sale, they don't give you 20% off for the sale, and then you feel like, what's going on? So I just like to see that they're on sale, and I just go with that. This one, I think I came from Colorado, though. And that's cute. On the outside it said Mexicanita handmade. They have a sticker. It was like aqua color packaging, really cute. Little piece of Mexico in your hands. I mean, this one is definitely different. The other one was just wrapped in plastic, right? So, in a box, but like nothing super cute. Okay, this one has like a little hair on there. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Gracias, I'm Mexican. I love Mexico. Okay, there's a story about Mexicanita handmade there if you want to pause it and read it. There you go. Cute. And look, even her paper, like this is very well done. Okay, so let's check this out. These guys, I just thought these were going to be really fun. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, and they smell so leathery. I love it. And that's the other thing. These are leather, guys. They're not just like a faux leather or just, you know, whatever. But they are, I would say a lot of these, you know, handmade. Yeah, 25. Like I told you, I was like, I think a size A in Mexico is a 25. So that's what this one is. I'm going to slip this on my foot really quickly just to see if they fit how I want. Because again, I like my foot not to be like hanging out. I will say, eesh, this one's a little smaller than I would like. Like I told you guys, the other one fits perfectly, same size. I feel like my heel's a little bit out here. I don't know. I'll probably contact them and see if I can get a 9, even though I hope the 9's not too big. Then, you know, that's kind of how it is. So again, I feel like the other one fits perfectly, same size. That's weird. It might be the angle, you know, because your foot's sitting in here differently than with the other one. I don't know. I'll have to look how it looks in the mirror. If it looks okay, then maybe I'll be okay with it. Okay. All right. Well, that's that guy. And then I have some things, like I said, from the Indian store, the beading store, and Barnes & Noble, I think. Okay, just some books from Barnes & Noble. I already put in an exchange request for the shoes, and we'll see how it goes. I will say I had some shoes come in from Victoria's Secret that I had ordered because they were like really good price. And yeah, they do sell like Birkenstocks, all kinds of shoes on there, guys. Adidas and Steve Madden, all these different things. UGG. And it looked like they had like, I guess they moved around so much, like in the box. I don't know. They were leather boots that were just, you know, some Steve Madden ones. And the whole sides of them, like the side of the shoe, you can imagine the outer side of your foot, was just like rubbed away. Not rubbed away, but in it, like if I went to the store, I wouldn't want those, right? I wouldn't pick that set. I would get a different one. So like, I guess they were just rubbing the cardboard of the box so much. I don't know. It was weird. I was like, oh, okay. I don't, you know. So I sent those back too. Easy enough, right? So anyway. Okay, so at Barnes & Noble, they had this book, and I love Milk Street, like all that, you know, America's Test Kitchen stuff. And this is the Milk Street cookbook from 2017 to 2023. And I used to get the magazine here and there, and maybe sometimes it was delivered to the house. Maybe I canceled it. Maybe I would pick them up. So I think this is awesome. I love that it's basically all the recipes from all that. And they were, you know, super cheap. So I have that. Okay, just a couple cookbooks really, or a few. Copycat restaurant favorites. I love this kind of thing, and so I'm gonna try this one out. I do have some other ones with, I forgot what the series was. I want to say it was called Copycat Books from a guy. I think they used to be sold on like HSN or QVC. I don't know, but I have like all of the books. So we'll try this out. Maybe pause there and you can check that one out. I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy to try some of these. I don't know about that tater tot one there, but there you go. And then 365 Days of Cookies. I just love cookie books. Like, I don't know. And I was like, do I already have this one? I have a lot of Taste of Home books. But I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, peanut butter oatmeal. That sounds good. Amish sugar cookies. I mean, there's just pastelitos de boda, which again, I've never been to a wedding in Mexico where they make these or have these. Do you guys? I don't know. I think it might be particular to certain areas of Mexico and just not the one my mom grew up in. I don't know. And then I did sign up for their discount program just because like I do it, I don't do it. And so I was like, you know what? The kids love going there and it's a couple miles down the road. So a bag of books. You got this bag free. You can pick whichever bag you want. And then you get, you know, 10% off your purchases or whatever and double points. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. But I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And this bag is really nice. I love it. So that's all from Barnes & Noble. Okay, oh, I also have some Happy Mail, which I haven't gone back to the post office. I know people said they sent me birthday cards, so I will check again. But when I went last week, this is what I had. So the Indian store, look at this. Oh my gosh. So this is like a little thing. It's already created. They want $29.75. Okay. So not inexpensive, but I mean, this is hand bead. There's no way a machine is going to make this. And what's interesting is I already have one of these little guys, like this little hummingbird. It has like a little hanger and it's hanging in the window here. But this one is for your hair, and they had different styles or different colors, should I say. I think they might have like a parrot. And I was like, okay, maybe not. But look at this. I thought, you know what, with the colors of this is definitely more doable. And so yeah, you just put your hair in there and put that on there if it's a pony, but I would just do like the half up, right, with the stick and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to learn how to make these. How cute are these little guys? I think that's really well done, and I thought it was adorable. And again, they had some wild colors and some that were a little different, but this one I felt was more earthy and would work out. So I mean, I had to grab that out there in Vista. I saw them last time. I was like, oh yeah, I already have these, but I didn't realize they were hairpins because I already have one of the ones that hangs in the window. And again, I'm trying to support them because honestly right now, I don't know about the small businesses you want to support. So I did buy some bead string wire from them, and I got some Nymo thread in black, which I don't really have. I usually always buy white. So I grabbed that. I grabbed a huge cone of the Nymo thread also because I want to do my bead weaving again. Funny enough, as I was getting things, the guy's like, oh yeah, he's like, you know, I used to do a lot of weaving and things. He's like, and then my wife's like, mentioned about his eyes, and I'm like, well, he's like, yeah, I just can't see very well anymore. And I was like, we'll see. I didn't even think about that. We'll see. Like, because the beads are really small when you're doing like weaving on a loom. But anyway, a huge Nymo D, which is kind of a generic sizing. You know, there's O and triple O and B, and D for me is a nice weight. So I grabbed a big spool of that. I've never seen that before until I went there. So that I was like, oh, cool. Grab some natural like bone kind of beads, which are very cool, just for different projects. And then I did grab some other ones for bead weaving, and they're just like kind of in here, guys. They're going to make a big mess. But I usually like when they're in tubes better than when they're like this. I think when they're like this, these are the Czechoslovakian kind. I can't remember. There's a difference between like the ones that are like on a string like this than just in a tube. But these were so pretty. So I just grabbed really kind of natural colors, white, and they consider this one brown, which is interesting. Dark brown is what they're calling it. To me, it's kind of purpley. Right? Or aubergine more, like, I don't know, something. I grabbed some like purplish, like a lilac color. Oh, I love this one. It's kind of peachy. I think they call this one peach. This one's more a little see-through, where these are opaque, but I thought that might be nice. So I got combinations of colors that I think can go together and do some fun things. So black, white, and these are matte. This one's a little bit shinier, the purple one here, and then some cream colored ones. Some crimp beads and things like that I just grabbed from them just to make it easy. I was already there. And you know, $2.50, $1.25. I mean, what they're asking for some of these things. So that was like, okay, that's good. I did grab another crimper because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where my other crimper is. I have a better one, but I was like, you know what? It's okay to have a basic one. This one's like tilted, so grab that. And they only wanted like $12 to me. I thought that was pretty good for a tool, but I don't really remember how much tools are anywhere else. So again, I was trying to be chill. And then they have a military discount, which is very kind of them, so that works out. And grab some other stuff that was more for like the house, but we already started using those. I grabbed Dorian a shirt there that I think would be fun. So there's that. This is from the bead shop called Bead Crystals and More out in Vista. And I'm like, why does San Marcos not have cute things like this? I didn't realize after you spend $25, they give you a 20% discount, because I was asking they had a military discount, and she's like, oh, and you spent more than $25, so you get 20% off. I'm like, oh, is that every day, or is that just... And the lady was really nice. She's like, yeah, come back here. She's like, bring your things, bring your projects, bead here, because they had a bunch of, like, a big area, right, with tables and stuff, which, for them, works out, right? Because if you're there and you're like, oh, I need this, and they're like, oh, we have it right here, they're just going to be selling you things, right? You're there, you can use their tools, though, which is cool. Really nice people. So I'm like, maybe. So she gave me a bunch of cards to hand out, basically, for my friends, she says. And I'm like, oh, little does she know I don't have any friends. Okay, there you go. So there you go. I know that sounds funny, but I have friends, but not local or the kind that just hang out to do any of these kinds of things. So there you go. These beads I thought were really cool. Just very different. And I liked how they're just like that clay kind of ceramic kind of feel. I don't know. We'll figure something out for those. I did grab some thread conditioner because I know I need it. I like beeswax. These are different things. Okay, so thread conditioner will thin out your thread in a way that it helps it, be more manageable and all that, but it makes it not stretchier. Just, yeah, it'll make your work a little looser. It's kind of like very pliable, right? And then if you use beeswax gives it a an ability to use it better, but also like a thickness. I don't know how to explain it. So they do different things, okay? So just keep that in mind. So if you want to do something where you want it to be nice and sturdy, maybe you want to do beeswax, okay? This thing I thought was cool when I was there. They want like $3 for them. Again, supporting local companies. Miranda loves buying like quartz and like little gemstones and rocks and things whenever we go anywhere, visiting and, you know, touristing as we do. So you just shove it in there and it holds it. And then you can put on a keychain, you can put on a necklace, whatever it is you want to do with it. So then you can switch it out later. You just pull it out, put the next one in, you know, whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. So grab one, just one of those. These guys were just a bunch of beads. And that's all I need, right? A bunch more beads, because I'm trying to be more thoughtful of when I buy things or why I'm buying them, especially with beads, because, you know, they're pretty. Okay, then what are you gonna do with them? But they have these little bags, and they were $3.95, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, it just has a ton of stuff in there, and it has like this little cording, seed beads. You can see there's all kinds of fun things in there. A lot of little treasures. I mean, look at that one. That one's so pretty. I would have bought that by itself. Miranda was looking at some that looked like that. Just a bunch of random things in here. But if you buy 3 of them, I think they're $10 or $9. Something like, yeah, maybe $9. Because it was a pretty good discount. And then I still got the 20% off on top. So I'm like, yeah. And they only had 2 of this type because they had other types, 3 of that, you know, 3 of this. I'm like, do you have one more of this one so I can get the discount? She's like, you know, I think I do. So she went and looked and she's like, oh, yep, one more. And she had it like back in the back. So I was like, cool. Look at this Holy Bible. How cute is that charm? And they have all kinds of charms like this, like little books or like that actually look like, you know, Jane Eyre or whatever. That was really cute. So there's a lot of charms, all kinds of fun things in there. And I got 3 of them. So like this one has more chunky things in it than like that one. The Oscar, for some reason. I don't know that I ever used that one. But just a lot of fun things there. Lampboard beads, Born to Bead. How cute is that? Big bead guide. And so they had all these little random books that were kind of interesting. Some of them were like cloisonné, like enamel. A bunch of smaller beads in this one. And this one has a ton of small beads. Maybe there's some bigger ones in the center, but I can see a bunch of small ones here. Some lampwork things, some metal pieces, just a lot of things. And they all came with one of these bands for some reason. But yeah, there's another book in there. It looks like a little Bible also. Cute. Thought that was fun. Okay, and then a couple more things. Miranda has her own little haul, actually. Actually, her little haul is in here. See, this one, she loves things, and then she just forgets that, you know, she even asked for them. But so seeds like this. So these are probably 6.0, I think. I don't think these are 8.0. A little bit larger than like the seed beads I showed you guys earlier that were on the strings, or even like this one, or like you can compare it to these little guys that are in here, right? Okay, so then this one, this is how they sold them here. And I was gonna say, these are $5.95. I think at the Indian store, they're like $3.50, $3.95. So clearly they're asking for more on this one here. That is not, oh, that is so funny. That's not where they are. Now I'm thinking, because there was a bead shop I used to go to in Encinitas whenever we would tourist out here, you know, and not when I lived here yet. And there was like a Black Sheep, I think it was called Black Sheep. That might have been a different town, I don't know. Yarn shop, and then another yarn shop I used to go to right there on Coast Highway. And the yarn shop moved, I know that. They moved by a Trader Joe's out in Encinitas. Not that anybody needs to know all this. And then this might have been the bead shop I used to go to there. That makes sense. And then maybe they moved. I don't know. Beads, crystals, more. You know what? That's funny. That is very funny because I used to always go there. Here we are. So anyway, unless they have 2 locations, but I don't know. And then this one Miranda picked out. She's selectively chose like these mini beads at, you know, 30 cents or this at 20 cents or whatever. The one that she chose of this large one, it was cracked. I'm like, did you look at this, Mia? Because it's like chipped there. Oh, okay. So she went back and she found one that looked better. So that was kind of funny because I would do the same thing. I'm like, oh, this is pretty, and then not even look at it that close, you know. But she has ideas already what she's gonna do with these. So she likes making stretchy bracelets and stuff like that. So there you go. That'll be a fancier one for her. Yeah, I think that's it as far as those things. I'm sure there's other little items. I feel like I've been doing a lot of shopping. It's not really the case. It's because I took the kids, you know, back to school shopping. And that was a lot of fun. Everyone has their little ideas. And, you know, again, getting to the age where it's like, oh, this is cute. And they're like, no. You think it's cute? Forget it, you know, kind of thing. And not in, you know, that's how I feel. It's done. But no, they're just like, it's okay. So obviously they're like, nah, I'm good. Okay, this is from Kathy. Oh my gosh, Kathy, what is this? It was in a box, guys. So I'm just opening this up. Let me try to get this guy open. Thank you so much, Kathy Fox. And oh, okay, so I'm trying to open this nicely, but you know what, I'm destroying it anyway. Oh, thank you. This is so pretty. Look at the little, oh my gosh, it's like a foil transfer. Speaking of, guys, I have a ton of die and press videos for you guys to check out. So I've already filmed more than half of them, but again, I release them when HSN starts releasing the items. So hopefully it'll be very soon here. But happy birthday to you. Look at that. That's also rub-on. Are these the Anna Griffin ones? She loves Anna Griffin, so I'm just wondering about that. Oh my gosh, look it. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. Oh, that is adorable. Does look so nice. Look at the way she coordinated all the colors and everything. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Kathy. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. I'll take this to the bead shop. But she always includes a little something for my glue, she says. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yes. Christmas in July has been crazy. But you know what? It's not just Christmas in July. It's going to be Christmas going forward. She had mentioned something about Christmas in July there. But let me open this up. Oh, that's why Christmas in July. That is so sweet. She says, I know how busy you are, and hopefully this will help you keep on track. Look at my nail file. I'm telling you, I just shaped my nails yesterday because they're getting kind of crazy. So thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. What a cute gift, like item. Like how, what? This is so cute. And then, oh my gosh, did she bind this herself? That's what it looks like. Merry Christmas. Look how adorable the paper and everything, and lined on the inside and outside. And then, oh my gosh, this looks like a little notebook. That is so cute. Thank you so much. Honestly, look, I mean, this is the kind of thing I do whenever I have like, oh, spellbinders, I got to do the hits of the month. And I'm just like scribbling things out on a piece of paper, and then I always lose the piece of paper. So this will be really great for that. Thank you so much, Kathy. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. I super appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I think yesterday I didn't put out any kind of video, and that was not purposeful. It's just how it happened, because again, I took Miranda to register. All these things. There's a lot going on right now going to this next week. So thanks for watching, guys, and you'll see tons of videos coming up soon. If not, hopefully start releasing them going forward from like today. And I'll see you all at the next one. Thank you so much. Bye now.